I don't know if I'll ever get this project done. Um, I've been working on a project called Outcast: A Family Cycle, and every time I try to sit down to record the audio and the rest of it past the intro recording that I've done for video, I can't bring myself to do it. I've tried and I've tried, and every time I try to, I'm just filled with so much emotion, so much hate, so much anger, so much sadness, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to record it anytime soon. So I just want to spill out how I feel right now, right here for everybody, like a rant video. It has been an absolute fucking shit show with my family. And ever since day one, I've always been treated like I didn't mean shit to the family. Always. I have never been treated like I've been a part of the family. They don't talk about me or to me like I'm part of the family. They don't bother to help me like I'm part of the family. Nothing. Time and again, but I have put the effort in to try and be a part of the family, has been met with just being basically shoved to the side. And I'm tired of it. I'm not going to keep quiet about it and pretend it's all okay anymore. I'm tired of it. And I don't care if they find this video. They can come knocking on my door all they fucking want. I do not care. I really don't. Because you should have thought about that before you decided to go down this path. After you've had many chances to change that path. From forcing me to live into an apartment that I didn't even want to really move into, way before I was ready, when I had no money in my pocket, and having to rely on, hopefully, the town that I live in supplying aid, to being stuck where I am now. Little to no money, nowhere else to go, not being able to make my own choice of where to live and what job to work at, because if I try to do that, I'm fucked. And I don't expect the world. I don't expect to be the center of attention. It's not a greed thing. It's not a selfish thing. It's just wanting to be acknowledged for a change by the very fucking family that I have time and again bent over backwards for. A mother who loves telling stories, well, a single story of where she would, when I was like 3 years old, throwing a temper tantrum because, I'm 3. I don't fucking know any better. The story of her backhanding me with her fucking ring on and splitting my lip open. She loves to tell that story like it's a grand achievement. But any of my actual achievements don't mean shit, apparently. Not me making high honors in school multiple times while going through and working through a whole bunch of shit. Mentally, not my graduation, not coming in 3rd place for an anti-drug art contest, nothing. None of it matters. It's always the story gleefully told of splitting my lip open with a ring. Don't even fucking get me started on my father. My father isn't even in the fucking picture. He never has been. He's just a drug addict who don't give two fucking rats' asses. He would much rather just fucking worry about himself and cast everybody else to the side. It is the most dysfunctional, disgusting family. And recently, with starting a relationship and nearing 1 year, all of a sudden they want to be a part of my life, quote unquote. No, not really. They just want to use me as a proxy to be a part of her life. Still couldn't care less about my existence. Not one bit. And that pisses me off more. Well, happy to lend a helping hand to her. Happy to do this for her. Happy to do that for her. Where was all that when I fucking needed it? When I was homeless. When I was on the verge of being homeless because of other people's actions. They can sit there and claim, oh, well, bought a plane ticket to get you off the street of Texas. Yeah, and what did it get me? It didn't get me shit. It got me where I am now. Oh, well, that one time, you know, we had a friend drive down to get you because you were suddenly tossed out on the street. And where did that get me? Right where I am now. No fucks or cares given. We're talking about a family. We're talking about a family who made me walk 20 minutes in the fucking rain. Like, yeah, I want to celebrate your birthday. We'll do a little birthday party for you. And then walk 20 minutes in the fucking rain to just be told, oh, well, we didn't really think you were actually coming. There's leftovers in the fridge if you're hungry. What kind of fucked up shit is that? What kind of bullshit is that? And then they're like, oh, well, if you're going to go home, we can give you... No, I don't want a fucking ride from you. You just made me walk 20 minutes in the rain. I'm soaked. I'm going to walk 20 minutes back home in the rain soaked. I don't want to fucking look at you. The only time they ever fucking reach out is when they want something. Do you have $20 to spare? Can you do this for us? Can you do that for us? And the only time that they ever acknowledge my existence or invite me to do shit with them is when there are other people around in public. They're like, oh, well, you can't say we didn't try. You're putting on a mask. Take that fucking mask off. Be real. I don't do this fake shit. I don't do this drama shit that you guys love to fucking pull. Be real with me. Like, I spent 4 years trying to be a part of this, trying to be a part of the family. And to what? To get invited to go out to a bar with the family, like, hey, we can go out, have a couple drinks, have a good night. Okay, well, let me go shower. Why are you gonna go shower? We're just going out to the bar. Because I want to be presentable. I don't want to be stinky and oily and gross. I can't, when I sweat even the slightest bit, I feel disgusting. I feel horrible. I want to tear my skin off. And so I go take a shower, like, hey, I'll be back up soon if you guys don't message me beforehand. So by the time I take a shower, and I'm like, you know, they haven't messaged me yet that they're getting ready to leave. I'm just going to quickly eat something and head back up. Turns out, they fucking left without me. Just fucking, bye. Why? Because I wanted to take a fucking shower? So I wouldn't smell? So that I'd be presentable? Fucking ridiculous. And don't even get me started on the fact that my mother couldn't pay for her own fucking wedding. So I paid for it out of pocket. Not like a full, like thousands of dollars wedding. Just enough so that she can have something small. So that she can make it official. I spent money to do that. Because, you know, I thought it'd be a nice gesture, you know. No, fucking just shit all over it. That night, the night of that fucking wedding, I had a drunk stepbrother fucking threatening to beat the shit out of me. And when I fucking go right, you know what? You want to throw hands? Let's fucking throw hands. I get chokeslammed into the fucking floor like a fucking ragdoll because I was the aggressor. No, I fucking wasn't. You gonna sit there and challenge me to throw fucking hands? I'm gonna throw fucking hands. You're not gonna pick a fight and then just expect me to let it slide when you're in my face threatening me. Not gonna fucking happen. But no, I deserve to get chokeslammed. And what happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. The night just went on as normal after it was all said and done. And I am going, and this is going to piss family off. And I could not care less. Remember, one of those stepbrothers is a year younger than me. During the time when this was happening, mind you, I'm not going to give exact ages because of privacy, and it's going to sound really terrible when I tell you what happened. But I also need to respect privacy because I live 5 minutes away from everybody that I'm talking about, except my father, who lives down in fucking Florida, God knows where, couldn't care less. I'm just gonna tell you that he was old enough to fucking know better and old enough to not be doing it. He was sticking his dick in a fucking 16-year-old, and the family was turning a blind eye to it. I'm like, he's a fucking pedophile. Now, don't say that. He's not a pedophile. The age of consent here is 16. It doesn't fucking matter what it is in the state. You are fucking too old to be sticking your dick in a fucking minor. But yet, again, I'm the bad person. Because I'm not going to support pedophilia. I don't want to associate with that. No, never. No. Disgusting. And I find it really ironic that the fucking minor, who later on was not a minor, cheated on him with a minor. So it's just a nice little pedophile conga line over fucking on that side, all the way over there. It's like, karma's a bitch, ain't it? And what was I gonna do? Officer over here, they don't give a fuck. They don't give two fucking rats' asses. They already knew. But when somebody else does it, the family's up in arms when they're not part of the family. It's disgusting. This family is so goddamn ass fucking backwards and so fucking snake-like that I might as well just not have a family. I might as well have just been an orphan, adopted into an abusive system, because that's pretty much all it was. Constantly getting reminded that you weren't supposed to be born, you were a mistake. And when my drunk mother growing up reminding me that every time she's drunk, you're a waste of space, you ruined my life, blah 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 blah. And every time I try to bring it up, be like, you used to do this, right? In front of people, trying to bring it up. It doesn't matter if it was in front of people or just in private. It's like, no, that didn't happen. Nope, that didn't happen. Yeah, you don't fucking remember because you were so goddamn drunk, you were so goddamn shit-faced, that you ended up passing out afterwards. So no shit you don't remember. But I certainly do, because when you're 10 years old being told that you're a waste of space and you weren't supposed to be born, that kind of sticks with you for life, doesn't it? It makes you feel terrible about your own existence. And don't even get me started on my father's side for the very brief moment that he wanted to try and be a part of it. Where I'm like, hey, I'm bisexual. I like men, I like women. Honestly, I like everybody. I don't care. People are people at the end of the day. And my father fucking lost his mind over it. It's like, okay, don't be a part of my life then. You weren't already to begin with. So why is it suddenly an issue? And I very much thank my grandparents for taking me in from the abusive household that my mother was letting happen, because for her it was a lot easier to just keep her mouth shut and let it happen, because it kept the peace. Even now she keeps her mouth shut to keep the peace, while my younger siblings are being abused and nothing's being done about it. Burned with cigarettes, screamed at, emotionally manipulated, probably even beaten. Because I know that it's happened. Physical and emotional abuse, both terrible. And my mother was like, don't say anything about it. I'd rather keep the peace. There is no keeping the peace. If your priority is keeping the peace rather than protecting your own fucking children, then you don't deserve to be a mother. You don't deserve to be called a mother. You deserve to be called a fucking bitch. I'm bringing that word back from when I was 3 years old. Come and backhand me now, see what happens. Because it's not going to slide a second time splitting my lip open. Nobody's going to let that slide. Then you probably just brag about it. Yeah, I split his lip open a second time because he called me a bitch. Because you are a bitch. 3-year-old me was way ahead of the game. Way ahead of the game. And the only reason that I just can't. I can't with this. Every time I'm forcing myself to pretend that everything's okay and nothing's wrong is more draining from my happiness and my mental state. I've even tried talking to my grandfather on her side of the family about this. And it's just like, oh, well, you gotta try a little harder. Ah, well, this and that. There is no fucking excuse when I spend 4 years trying to be a part of the family to be met with nothing. And don't even get me started with fucking holidays. Holidays, I might as well not even be there because I don't get acknowledged whatsoever. So I stopped going on holidays. Especially Christmas, especially Thanksgiving. What am I going to give thanks for? Oh, well, she's your mother. She gave you life. Okay. The life she gave me was really fucking shitty. I've seen mothers who are fucking far worse off do better jobs. We're talking about a mother now who's well off enough to afford to support a whole house, pretty much all adult children now, herself, her now husband, who I have no problems with because he's caught between a rock and a hard place, but he is partially to blame for some things that, like, not equal treatment because of favoritism. So, you know, and some of those adult children live on the house property in a full-sized RV trailer, just happily living there, siphoning electricity, probably not working. But it's no, we don't have any money. No, we don't have any money. You're starving because your hours were cut this week? And you want to keep a roof over your head? No, we can't spare $10 so you can at least get some ramen for the week? And maybe some fucking bottles of water? Or something a little more substantial? No. Anyways, here's like 20 pictures of us going to a concert or going on a motorcycle ride or riding the trails. Oh, here's a brand new hot tub. Yeah, you don't have money, huh? Right. Which brings me back to Christmas, where it's like, we don't have any money for Christmas gifts for the adults, so we're just gonna focus on the kids. Yeah, that's fine by me. The kids are gonna come first. It's a holiday for them. And when they start pulling out $50 items, $100 items for the adult children, it's like, okay, so I got a gift too, right? Oh, sorry, we couldn't afford to get you a gift. You couldn't afford to get me anything. Right. Don't even get me going on a year where they did it and like pulled out a fucking like $5 LED light strip from fucking the dollar store. It's like, huh, that's all you could afford, huh? Like, gifts are, you know, don't mean much because, you know, immaterial items, blah, 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 blah. But if you're gonna sit there and lie to my face that you can't afford to buy gifts and then proceed to spend like $200 per adult children, and then give me something worth $5, you're just fucking lying to me. You're full of shit. Now let's also talk about the opportunity that I had to move back where I was before, which was in a trailer. Because they were evicting the roommate, who is a stepbrother, who was trashing the place, not working, mooching off his brother, which is another stepbrother. And it's like, okay, well, I'll let my landlord know that this is going to happen. I'm going to be moving back up in that room, get it cleaned up, you know, all nice and good. It'll help to have a roommate. Only for, like, a week before, not even a week before, like, a few days before, like, hey, yeah, sorry, he paid up. No, he didn't pay up. You covered his ass with the money that you don't have. Almost screwing me out of a place to live. I was very lucky. The landlord here, despite all the problems, was like, it's okay. Keep the room, you'll be fine. Okay. But that completely destroyed not having to walk an hour into town from the outskirts and then an hour back. Because I can't even get a fucking ride to get a car and everything else secure so that I can drive back and forth. Because, yeah, we'll help you. Okay. So you're gonna help me? No. What the fuck you mean no? You just told me you were going to. You just told me you were going to help. All I need is a ride. I've even offered you money. Nah, can't do it. There's something wrong with the car. Yeah, right? Is that what that photo of you being all the way in a town like an hour and a half away, down by the beach, also said? But you posted yesterday? No. This is why people like me cut off family. This is the bullshit that we're really starting to see come forward. And why people are cutting off family. You're the problem. I'm not the problem when I'm trying to be a part of the family and you treat me like I'm fucking dog shit to be bagged and tossed out. Do some self-fucking reflection. Look in a mirror and say, have I been a good parent? Because I can answer that for you. Just look at me and I'll tell you fucking no. You have been far from it. Oh, well, I gave you a roof for a while you tried to get back on your feet. Okay. Try to get back on my feet, right? Sure. Sure. There's a reason that you let me room for such a short period before throwing me back out to the wolves. As soon as I got a job, before I even had money, is because you didn't want the consequence. You didn't want that blood on your hands because you don't want to be known as the family that let their child die on the street because life got hard and it was shit out of their control. Have I made the best decisions and that put me in those positions? Not really. I wasted 4 years of my life on an abusive relationship. I ended up moving in with somebody who tried to get me thrown in jail for shit I never did. But I could never predict those two things happening. Never. I can't just magically see into the future with my crystal ball like, yes. It's not as simple as that. And honestly, I'm done pretending. I'm done. From this point on, I don't even want any part of the family. Not anybody. I would much rather be a fucking shut-in all alone than deal with this shit anymore. I'm at the point where I'm ready to buy a bus ticket, hop on a bus, and just go fucking wherever. I'd have a better chance at getting somewhere in life if I hopped on a bus and went fucking cross country and started from the streets on my own. I'd have a much better chance. Because at least by that point, I could actually make some connections, but fucking matter. Like I have some here. But with family always breathing down my neck, it don't make it easy. Always having to be there to butt in and pretending to be good family members. I want to close this off with just one more thing from my mother that she loves doing, that my coworkers are so pissed and done with. You know it's bad when people who don't even know her are tired of her shit. Coming into my job to ask them how I'm doing. Not if I'm there, being like, hey, is he here? Can I talk to him for a little bit? Or calling me or messaging me. They're like, hey, how are you doing? It's gotten to the point coworkers are like, hey, call him yourself, you lazy bitch. Ah, well, he never picks up. Ah, well, he never talks to me. Because you don't call me. I've tried calling you to talk. I've tried texting you to talk. And you don't even fucking answer. How can I hold a conversation with somebody who doesn't want to fucking answer? You don't get to sit there and play mother goody two-shoes when you were never that to begin with. Stop with the fucking act. And this goes for any fucking parent who treats their adult child, or any child for that matter, like shit. Grow the fuck up. Be the adult that you're supposed to be. Be the parent that you're supposed to be. If you can't manage that, then walk your happy ass out of their life. And do some self-reflection. I shouldn't have to be the one to initiate the cutoff to force some kind of change. But I already know that nothing's going to change here. As evident by the fact that I've been ranting for 30 fucking minutes about this, pretty much. I'm over it. At some point, I'll get the video essay done. At some point. But my closing statement for if they ever fucking find this, you can get mad all you want. I don't care. I have a right to voice how I feel. And if that bothers you, too fucking bad. The reason I wanted to make the video essay is this. You're repeating the same cycle with the youngest brother of the family right now. And it's gonna turn out the fucking same if he doesn't get himself arrested first. All because you cast him aside. All because you didn't want to take fucking responsibility for him because he was slightly problematic because he was abused, just like I was. Ah, well, it's just easier to not acknowledge it. Yeah, well, it's easier to not acknowledge you as being a part of my fucking circle. And if he hears this, dude, fucking go far. Go fucking far. Do something with your life. Don't rely on them. Don't. It's gonna suck for a while, but you'll feel a lot better when you get somewhere in life without them causing problems in your life. And you can rub it in their face and say, I told you so. Because I did it when I graduated high school. I got told that I would not graduate, I'd drop out, and then I did it. High honor graduation. And rubbed it in their face. I've clawed back so many times and rubbed it in their face. And this is for everybody. Everybody else who's listening, who's had to deal with this kind of shit from family. Don't take that shit no more. They're not gonna change. Maybe one day. But if it's been going on for as long as it has for me, years upon years of life wasted, they're not gonna change. Live life for you, not for the family that doesn't give a fuck about you.